So, about a year ago, I started using Clip Studio Paint for the first time. For those who haven't been watching my channel for longer than I'd say maybe a year or two, done the majority of my artwork in Photoshop, and that has its obvious drawbacks. The biggest one being that I'm drawing in pixels instead of in lines. So like I said, last year I actually, for the first time, started using Clip Studio Paint, and boy, I gotta admit, I don't really know how much more of my art I'm gonna be doing in Photoshop going forward, because I don't really see the need to at this point. At the point now where I'm pretty much exclusively doing my comic, with the exception of just little effects that for whatever reason I'm just more comfortable doing in Photoshop. I'm doing the majority of my comic at this point in Clip Studio. And the quality of my actual comics at this point are night and day. Now also, for full disclosure, just in case anyone's wondering like what the hell am I doing right now, this is the main character for my new comic. I'm not drawing this necessarily for like realism or quality or anything. I just need something to be able to look at to determine details on his clothes, which I don't have in the actual comic itself right now. Good thing I'm still in like the early couple pages of my comics, because I've had to change like a lot of stuff. I was telling myself that I was overdoing it with the amount of like concept art and stuff that I was doing for my comic. I'm now coming to find out I don't think I did enough. There's still whole environments that I feel like I need to draw, and I need to do a little bit more as far as character design is concerned. And I may also need turnarounds, because I found myself drawing last night and I had a character drawn at a side angle and I went, oh, I don't know what their hair is supposed to look like. So yeah, I still got a ways to go, but at least at the stage, like I said, like a couple weeks ago, I'm making pages now. So considering at the beginning of this year, I had no idea what I was going to do for my next comic, I feel pretty confident now. Like I said, my only reasoning for this is I love how I said I'm not doing this for detail, and I start putting little details in this just cause, I don't know. But in any event, then this is gonna be all over the place because I'm kind of drawing and talking. But I just wanted to get more detail into this character, because the actual scene that I have him in the beginning of my comic, he's not dressed as he is right here. So he sort of has the hoodie that's around his waist, which this is an early character design too, because that hoodie around his waist does not look accurate at all. But the actual hoodie, he's wearing it at the start of the comic. I like the design, but that's a very, very plain hoodie to have on him. So I'm trying to toy with different designs, or try to see if I can come up with different things to try to figure this out a little bit. But I also got to be careful, because I don't want to start adding too much to this character, because I'm going to have to draw him a lot. And I don't want to have to be doing a whole bunch of like stupid details on the picture long term. I learned that lesson in my last comic. So, oh, but back to the Clip Studio conversation. Like you have no idea how much I want to kick myself for even using Photoshop for as long as I did. Even drawing in Clip Studio Paint feels so natural. And also, full disclosure, I'm always honest with you guys. The reason why it actually took me so long to really start working and doing things in Clip Studio Paint, being truthful, was the stubbornness. I knew all of the things, like the tools that I use for Photoshop are the tools that I use to draw and make my comics and artwork, etc. So I already know the things that I know, and it's like I was basically afraid to actually take the time out to jump in and just learn what I'm doing in Clip Studio. So that's when I started to like sort of force myself to like, all right, I'm just gonna full out make pages in Clip Studio, no matter how long it's gonna take me to figure out the different layer styles and where everything is and how to do certain effects and stuff like that. I knew it was gonna take me a while. I didn't think it would take me as long as it did, simply because I can't roll with this design. It looks like a character from my last comic. But I didn't think it was going to take nowhere near as long as it actually did. And that has nothing to do with my learning curve in Clip Studio. That was just, I was trying to do so many new things because I was trying to figure out like different ways to sort of make working on this comic easier as opposed to my last one. Didn't work. It really didn't work. It ended up taking far longer. I told myself like, oh, I'll just make my life easier and figure out new ways to work on these pages and whatnot. And over the time of doing it, it just was like, why am I making this harder on myself? Just do my pages the way I've always done my comics and call it a day. Like, and it took way too long to get that first page done. But eventually, in working in Clip Studio, I come to find out that pretty much everything that I'm used to doing in Photoshop, I can do in Clip Studio. Damn near everything at this point. I want to clean this up. I want to clean this up and see if I can make this work, but for reasons I can't even get into right now, I can't go with this design. Yeah, I can't go with it. I might as well delete it. I like it though. I actually might keep it in mind for another character, but for this one specifically, I can't even use this design. Well, I don't know. I was thinking that the characters didn't match in the first place. If I can... Spoilers, you're about to see a page from the comic way before I was ready to show anything, but it'll be alright. I want just like a simple patch if I can, because I don't... That design was actually pretty cool, but it's like that's gonna be too much, and then there's another reason why I just can't do that with this character. So I think keeping with something simple might be best, and I might not figure it out during the course of this video. It's just me sort of throwing ideas out there and seeing what sticks as I'm working. Let's not do what I was just thinking about. Sort of dawned on me as I was working, that kind of looks like the Power Ranger symbol. You see, I'm doing all this right now. I already know this is too intricate for me to want to be doing long term. Like, I don't want to not shortchange. I don't want to shortchange myself and not do good designs just for the sake of being lazy. But at the same time, I do need to keep in mind, like, I have to draw this over and over and over and over again. It's another shape I could sort of use to do the same. Or if I sort of just, damn it, it looks like something I've seen before. While I'm sitting up here talking though, I also feel the need to... So I use a lot of effects in Photoshop, and one of my main go-to effects, probably ad nauseum, is the Gaussian the Gaussian blur. I use that a lot. I'm probably mispronouncing that name, by the way. I don't really care right now. But I use that a lot. And that was the main thing that I was like, I kind of miss that about Clip Studio Paint, that I don't have the Gaussian blur to sort of use. I guess the main drawback of sort of being in Clip Studio Paint, I don't have the Gaussian blur. It's like, this kind of sucks, but the program's like amazing. Like, that's the only drawback. It's not that big of a deal for me. And I go right into filters, check out the blurs, and look at what we have right there. This program has everything. Am I really doing this all for no reason, just to leave this with a plain? In my mind, I just keep telling myself there needs to be something on the front of this hoodie, so that I don't just have a character with a plain hoodie on. But why do I do stuff? The more I even start thinking up ideas, the more I just want to leave this blank. The more I stare at this asshole, the more I think I might end up just leaving it blank. Okay, so I might be able to bypass this character's details entirely. You know, I'm glad I even did this today, just to show you guys a glimpse into how ridiculous my mind works to give myself extra tasks to do for no reason. I actually kind of like this one. Yeah, I think I do. And going forward, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this logo. As I've said time and time again, I love to be creatively lazy. So what I think I'm going to do here is redo this logo and save the file so that I can use it to put on the character in the comic, so I don't have to draw this freaking thing every time. So I'm gonna stop here. I've thrown a lot of different designs in that trash can, so no, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I could be sitting here all day doing this. I need to stop anyways because I do need to even work on other pages. I'm doing this because I don't have to draw this character on my next page, so I can sort of get this out of the way and go backwards and add whatever details to the hoodie that I need to. But in any event, I'm stopping here. Yeah, I'm gonna get to work. You all like and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you haven't done that already. All the good YouTube stuff that is required and that I need to say in each video. And you all have a good one. And I'm out. You know what I just thought about? Like, the towel would cover up the design anyway. Oh my God.